Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Lunch with Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to this channel, press the bell icon to get the latest updates. Recently I had shared a post on the community tab sharing a good news that I have cleared DALF C1. Okay, DALF C1, it is the Diplôme Approfondi de Langue Française or Advanced Diploma in French Language of the CEFR level C1. Which is the advanced level. So I gave this exam on 14th December 2024 and I got the result yesterday, that is 15th January 2025. Alliance Française de Delhi had shared the results on the website. So I was pretty nervous for the results, honestly, but having cleared the exam is really a matter of relief. If I share the marks with you very quick, I scored 65 out of 100. And if I tell you the marks of the individual sections, okay, maximum was in reading comprehension, that is the comprehension decree. I got 20 out of 25. Then we have production orale. That's the speaking. I got 18. Comprehension orale, I got 13. And production écrit, that's writing, I got 14. I'll discuss everything that need to be avoided because I did some mistakes. I realized it later. So I'll be talking about all those in this video and I'll be giving some tips and tricks as well. And as you all know that if you have seen the channel, the video list, I had already shared a video in French as well. So sharing my experience because I had seen all the creators who had cleared C1, they had made a video in French. So I just thought to give it a try. But I feel that since I wouldn't be adding subtitles to that video in English, nor in French, I thought that it's better that I should make a video in English as well for the masses, right? Like that video is specifically for people who are aiming for B2, C1 or other French related examinations. And this video is for the masses. Anyone can watch it and understand it, right? So for this reason, I'm recording this video once again. So in this video, I'm going to talk about all the above, all the sections. So my exam was on 14 December. Fine. I woke up pretty early. I left pretty early because mine was the first slot. Yes, mine was the first slot in the morning. I guess 8:50 was the time for the revision. So we had 1 hour. I went to the library along with two more candidates who were there in the first slot. And Mr. Frederick Volska was there. He's the academic director of Alliance Française de Delhi, a very nice person. He wished us good luck and he made us choose the topics. So we picked two topics each. I picked two topics. Okay, the first one was having words like écran, which means screen, adolescence, addiction, depression. Okay, I said that wait. The topic is actually easy. It will be wrong if I don't do this topic. Because see, coincidentally, I got a topic which is actually very easy. For given it's the C1 level. So I decided that okay, I am not going to be bothered by the topic 2. I am going to stick with this particular topic. But still, a random thought came in my mind that okay, let's just take a look. What's the opportunity cost? Being a commerce student, I certainly tend to think about all these aspects. So I checked the second topic. It was something related to carbon footprint, and I said no, nope, not at all, not at all. It is too technical, too scientific. I am not doing that. Luckily, we had like all the candidates were given a monolingual dictionary, Italian French. Monolingual, that means it's entirely in French, you won't have any English there. The words are, of course, in French, and the explanations are also in French. There are no translations. Okay. But that also helped me a lot. I refer to the dictionary for like 7 to 8 times while preparing. Revision time was for 1 hour. I used two brouillon. See, this is a tip that I'll give. Don't write too much on the brouillon. I know I give this tip every time, but I myself end up writing a lot in flow. I did the same thing in B2 and in C1 also I did the same thing. So, anyways, talking about the bouillon, yes, I utilized two bouillon. Then I numbered the sides. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Then I went to the room where I had to give the exam. Exam was for 20 or 29 minutes. Firstly, the examiners, okay, both the examiners were very nice, very kind. One of them knew me already because she taught me for the 3 days in C1.1. So it was nice. The exam went well. First, they welcomed me that, okay, bienvenue à cette épreuve, production orale du niveau C1, some introduction of DALF. These are the formalities that need to be there. They explained me what I am supposed to do. Like they said that first you need to present an expose, a monologue. Then you need to give your opinions along with it, and then we'll have a debate, right? On va débattre tout ça. Fine. Then I had to sign the attendance list and I had to show my identity card. Like I carried my passport. Other things that can be carried, like in India, we have PAN card, we have Aadhaar card. Those are also applicable. Any government recognized ID where you have your photograph and your name mentioned. Okay. Uh, Fine. Preferably the one if you have an account in Allianz Française, preferably the one with which you have the account. That's better. That's preferred, but any ID will work. Um, then I presented the whole expose. My expose was of roughly 12 to 13 minutes, and then we debated for like 16, 17 minutes, I guess. And they asked me roughly 4 to 5 questions, few cross questions, of course. I replied to them, and that was all for production oral. The speaking, I got 18 out of 25. After this exam, I met the fellow two candidates who were with me. uh, like during the preparation time, we exchanged facts about ourselves, our journey, how was it while learning French, and how did the exam go. We discussed some tips and tricks amongst one another, and we had some great time together. We were in the cafeteria of Allianz Française Delhi. I had something, and because I was starving, and we had a great time together. Then roughly 12:45 or 12:50, we went to the room where the collective, where the exam of EPIRB collective will take place, right? Now, the exam is of 4 hours, okay, 4 hours at a stretch, continuously. It will go on and on and on, one section, then another, like that. C1, the EPIRB collective of C1 is literally the longest. C2 exam is not that long, okay. C1's exam is the longest, 4 hours, EPIRB collective. After that, we entered, okay, signed the paper, attendance list. I guess there were two attendance lists, and we were given the document, roughly 13 to 14 page document, which has all the questions and it needs to be submitted back. The video also needs to be submitted back along with the answer sheet. Okay, they are taken back. So Bureau is the rough sheet that you get. First was the listening listening exercise. Two questions, 40 minutes in total. First question, 6 to 7 minutes audio. Okay. And played twice. Second question, uh, two audios, 2 to 3 audios. In my case, there were two audios, and 1.5 minute or maximum 2 minutes, and they are played only once. Some were MCQ, some were subjective questions. So I did all of them. I missed a few, so I had to guess them at the end because I didn't want to leave an answer empty. Huh? Because see, there are no negative marking for wrong marks. So if you have skipped any, then it's fine. You can guess. Okay, what if the guesswork works for those particular answers? Though try your best to do it because see, what happens is we as non-native learners, we aren't really acquainted to the foreign accents, to the native accents. And even if we are acquainted to the native accents, we are able to understand what we are listening. it may be difficult to search for the answer in the audio. So for that, you would have to do extensive practice. Okay. See, listening is always the main obstacle. It is. It is actually. For C1, well, there's one more obstacle. Sentence is also considered as one of the biggest obstacle in the C1. But for in general, listening is the major obstacle for every niveau, for every level, right? So, anyways, I managed to get 13 out of 25. I was really worried about listening section, and I got this much. I am satisfied. I am happy. After that, we had this 50 minutes reading comprehension, roughly 2000 words comprehension passage, a single question. And again, the questions were vrai faux, justification, uh, and then subjective questions, and then MCQs as well. All sorts of questions were there. And I got 20 out of 25. I'm happy with the way I did the reading comprehension. I was waiting for that section as well because the passage was really long. And for some answers, you see, some answers were not direct, mind it. For C1 level answers, some answers won't be direct. You would have to analyze the passage to actually be able to answer, to write the answer that is required. So that's important. And I don't really remember the theme of I don't remember the theme of both the comprehensions, oral and read, because see, at the same time I'm giving my MBA third sem exams as well. Today was my seventh exam. There are 8 subjects. So at the same time I was preparing for my MBA examinations too. So I actually forgot because for MBA exams I had to cram so much that I forgot what all happened majorly in the exam. Okay. I just remember one theme, one of the documents of second questions of production oral. It was something related, not production, compréhension oral. It was something related to how the adolescents use their rooms to represent themselves. That's all I remember. It was an interesting topic. A short audio and roughly 3 questions were there only. After that, 50 minutes, fine. Now we have 2.5 minutes for production écrite. Both the questions were related to environment. First, we had the synthèse. Synthèse had 2 documents this time, medium length documents. Documents were talking about the loss of biodiversity and environmental crisis in general, right? Loss of flora, fauna, global warming, ozone depletion, all that. So it was good. It was easy. I did the sentence, did a lot of note making in the on the bureau, and then did the sentence and the answer sheet. Gave a nice heading to it, and it was fine. My sentence was of roughly 235 words. You can't exceed 240 at all, at any cost. You cannot. For sentence, no, no. 200 is the 200 to 240 is the safe zone. 220 is the best. Okay. Then coming to the text argumentative, it was something related to, okay, you are a resident. You need to write an article for the newspaper where you need to alert people about the consequences that they need to face if they continue to do their activities the way they are doing by degrade that which are degrading the environment. What will be the consequences that they will face? You need to alert them against these dangers. So I did that. Now there's a catch. Not there's a catch. There's a thing. When I started this question, the last question, I was left with hardly 45 minutes. I took a bit extra time in sentence. So I need to write a lot. I ended up writing a lot. I wrote 330 words, which I will never recommend. I repeated the mistake that I did in my B2 exams first attempt. Like C1, this was my first attempt. Clearing C1 in first attempt is in itself an achievement for me. But B2, as you all know, I cleared it in my second attempt, right? In second attempt, I got 23 out of 25 in PO. PE, producer equity, 23 out of 25. Why? Because I did a lot of planning, practice, and all that. So this time, because of this time constraint, I ended up writing a lot. There weren't many connectors. I couldn't really use complex sentences much. There were, but not much. Structure was there, theme was there, but the the level of the language was not really there. It was probably B2 level. Okay, or maybe even lower, like B1, somewhere between B1 and B2, I would rate it. My sentence was okay, but text argumentative, why? Because I, the time constraint. When I saw that so less time is left, I couldn't leave this answer incomplete. I had to complete it as soon as possible. But still, I tried to add subjunctive and roughly 7-8 connectors were there. 7-8 good connectors were there. And of course, the structure was there. I gave a nice heading, but still, I think that I lost my marks majorly in the text argumentative only. So that's why I got 14. Otherwise, I could have got no less than 18 or 19. That's what I had planned for the exam, right? But still, I got 14, and the best part is I got to clear C1 in the first attempt. Of course, I'm highly indebted to my teachers, right, for their mentoring and for all their guidance, support, and the classes that they have taken. Like with the students' success, of course, it's the success of the teachers too, right? And I have cleared C1. I cleared A1 back in 2017. And I remember I was discussing that day. Like we were from my class, from school, we were roughly 20 people who gave A1 together. And I had two of my close friends with me at that time when we were leaving the exam venue. I was like that, hey, today we gave A1. I really want to experience what C1 is like. Because even we did today, someday, if the Almighty wants, or if the destiny has decided it for me, I would really love to go for C1 one day. And that thing actually arrived. It took a lot of time, 8 years, not eight, 7.5 years, April 2017, December 2024. It took 7.5 years, but eventually I gave this exam and I cleared it. Indeed, a dream come true. Truly a dream come true. When I had not cleared B2 in September 2023, I was in a state of despair I won't lie, I was in a state of despair for a few days because if I couldn't clear B2, how will I even think of C1? Right. But again, with the efforts put in and with the support of my teachers, I cleared B2 in March 2024 with 72 out of 100. And again, with the same level of determination, with the same sort of support from my teachers, from the efforts put in, despite of my MBA exams, I got to clear C1 in the first attempt itself with a score of 65 out of 100. I know 65 you may not be considered an excellent score. Like I asked my school teachers are really happy because they said that for C1, even 65 is an excellent score. But you see that the result that got shared by Alliance Francaise website, there were people who were getting 80, 87 too. So nonetheless, I got to clear C1. That's a major achievement for me. Okay, marks, fine. I'll try to cover up the marks whenever I appear for C2. Now, yes, I I'm sort of determined to appear for DALF C2, say the. So let's see what the future has what my future or the destiny has decided for me. Okay. So with this, I would like to put a halt to this video. Setupur Oshudui, that's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel Learn with Anubhav. And if you have any doubts on this session, you may write it in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name Learn with Anubhav. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Au revoir. N'oubliez pas que Langue Française, c'est l'amour.